Smoking is a hard habit to break. Medications and therapies can sometimes do the trick, but did you know that acupuncture is one of those alternative methods that can help you kick the habit? To walk us through this whole new way to smoking cessation, we have in the studio Professor Mac Gerald Cueto, who is a therapeutic consultant. Good morning, sir. Or Mac, would you like
Yes,
for me to
Mac.
call you Mac?
Good morning, Hillary.
Thanks for being here and so early in the day.
Yes.
Okay, so let's get down to it. There's so many ways of quitting smoking. There's nicotine patches, gum. Now let's talk about acupuncture as a way to quit smoking.
Yeah. Acupuncture is slowly going back to the Philippine society. Actually, acupuncture is being used in the West, in Europe, in China to curb smoking.
Right.
It has been used for almost 35 years already. And since acupuncture is now accepted in the Philippines, it's gaining popularity in the last 5 years.
Wow. Well, what are the advantages to acupuncture?
Well, acupuncture in itself, when you have an acupuncture session, it increases your hormones and also helps in detoxification, as well as helps you gain back confidence and willpower because of some acupuncture points that we use.
Interesting. So you sort of take like a holistic approach to this.
Yes, it's a holistic approach.
Right,
yes.
right. Okay, now I've never tried this before. It looks painful.
It looks painful, but actually when you have an acupuncture session, it can be very, very relaxing and very, very calming after we put in the needles.
Right. Now, what do you say to people who are naysayers about this? Like, oh, I don't know, a bunch of needles stuck into me. How is that going to make me quit? Maybe they're not sold on the idea of the whole hormones and confidence and relaxation. What other ways could you explain how acupuncture will help them quit?
Well, scientifically, acupuncture helps calm the spirit and also make our moods calmer. So it's a mood stabilizer,
Right.
as well as it helps salivate or help us with the taste sensation for bitterness. So when you have an acupuncture session for smoking cessation, the taste changes of the smoking.
So you sort of activate the bitter taste
Yes.
for when oh wow, that's like a switch you turn on.
Yes. There's a point
fantastic.
to activate that bitter taste in tobacco.
Right. Well, okay. So you said something about the whole spiritual level and everything. Smoking is an oral fixation. It's an
Yes,
issue of oral
very
fixation, and acupuncture targets that, or it zones in on that.
It also helps on that because it stabilizes our mood. So when our moods are already stabilized, even our reflex using our hands to smoke like this is also curbed.
Huh. Okay.
And also,
Interesting.
since our metabolism and byproduct of acupuncture is also enhanced, we also lose weight. That is usually as a byproduct of smoking.
Yeah, because most people, they worry about the weight gain.
Yes.
There are people I've known who quit smoking and they gained like 15, 20 pounds, which could be extreme. So acupuncture can in fact help increase your metabolism.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, let's talk about Tim Me. Is it Tim?
Yeah, Team Me.
Tim Me. Okay. Tell me
not
more
me.
about that.
Okay.
Not you. Tim Me.
Team Me is a specialized point, particularly for smoking cessation.
Okay.
It is located in the wrist area near the radial. It's actually here. It also
Here.
helps
Okay.
in strengthening the lungs and
Oh.
expelling phlegm.
To expectorate phlegm?
Yes.
Wow.
It also resolves phlegm in the body and also strengthens the lungs. So aside from helping the taste buds in the bitter taste of the
To activate
tobacco,
that, yeah.
it also helps strengthen the lungs. So it's a dual effect.
That is amazing. I
Yeah.
have never heard this before.
Yeah.
Well, okay, obviously it's going to take more than one session, right? And
Yes.
if you want to quit smoking, you can't just come in for one session and walk out of there completely healed. How many sessions would you say it would take?
Well, in the Philippines, for the first month, usually we require patients to come here around twice to thrice a week for the first month. Then succeeding sessions will be twice, second month, and once a month,
Okay.
eventually.
A total of how many sessions would you
Minimum
estimate?
is 3 months.
3 months worth of sessions.
Yes.
Okay, and then soon after that, how soon after that do they quit entirely?
Well, adjunctly with counseling,
Yeah. Okay.
they usually don't go back to the habit after acupuncture session. But for the Philippines, around 6 months, because there's a lot of peer pressure.
Yeah,
So 6
that's
months of
true.
acupuncture for smoking cessation plus counseling
Right.
and behavior therapy.
Let's talk about the counseling part now.
Yeah.
Do you guys provide that as well as a package with your acupuncture sessions, or is that outsourced?
In my clinic, there is a psychologist or a family therapist on board that helps with smoking cessation and also family and peer pressure concerns.
yeah.
In other clinics, they only have an acupuncturist and they refer to a psychologist or a
Right.
therapist afterwards.
Would you, because acupuncture can be used for many other things aside
Yes,
from smoking
yes.
cessation, would you encourage or discourage if, let's say, I was trying to get an acupuncture session for, I guess, stress relief? Could that be done at the same time you're having sessions for smoking cessation?
Well, since acupuncture is already calming, your,
Right.
your stress management is already resolved during
okay.
an acupuncture session.
But there would be no conflict if they wanted to get acupuncture sessions for a different issue at the same time as the smoking cessation?
There will be no conflict.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good then. That's a good
So
sign
it's like
for them.
you're having for weight gain and you have for smoking cessation.
Yeah.
We could do it in one session.
Oh, well, because you target different parts
Yes.
of the human anatomy.
Yes.
Well, okay, so let's say a person did quit successfully because of acupuncture. What are the chances, realistically, Mac, what are the chances they might fall off the wagon and go back to smoking?
I have friends and clients who went back to the habit because of social gatherings.
Yeah.
But since they have the willpower after the social gatherings, they usually are smoke-free or they have that willpower
For the
not
rest
to
of their
light
lives.
another cigarette afterwards.
It really is about willpower. I mean, science can only help so much, but
Yes.
willpower is what it comes down to. Well, for our viewers out there who may want to try acupuncture out, and maybe this is the hope, the glimmer of hope they've been looking for, how can they reach you?
Well, they could see me in my clinic in SM Mega Mall at Living Life Well. I'm there every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, or in my Makati clinic in Medicard every Tuesday and Thursdays.
Okay, I believe we will have that information flashed on the screen as well for people who want to try out, and then they can look for you, right?
Yeah, they could look for me.
Great. Well, it's been such an informative morning. I've learned a lot. I mean, I don't have a problem with smoking. I don't smoke, but I do want to try acupuncture one of these days. So maybe I'll walk into your clinic
Sure,
one of
you're
these
welcome.
days. Thank you so much, Professor Mac Gerald Cueto, therapeutic consultant.